Mirror, mirror, fogged and loud, what truth today makes the future proud? So, I guess I've never done this before because if you know any of my content, all of it is a trigger warning, probably. But I'm going to say this is actually a trigger warning because it is a word no one is using. And everybody's talking about pedophilia, everybody's talking about the cannibalism. I'm not hearing the word incest. And that is pretty much the root of all of this evil. Families pass down these secrets and use it as a bond to manipulate their children, to keep the lie going. Why do you think some of their kids are bigger pieces of you know what than they are? It gets worse, not better. So, we're going to talk about incest. We're going to talk about people abusing their physical stature on another human. We're going to talk about the evil and the ugly sometimes, y'all. Because not only is silence is violence, silence perpetuates more violence. I was too silent after the involuntary psych hold. I should have been a hell of a lot louder. But you have to heal from things like that, right? You have to get stronger. You have to find your footing. And then each time since, where they've arrested me 3 times, no charges, no crimes. I mean, the last one wasn't too bad. The last one wasn't too scary. There was some scary parts, but the other two, I wouldn't wish that on any other soul ever in the history of humanity. So that's what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting against dehumanization. That's why we do the AI work. We don't want AI to be used to dehumanize us more than they already have. And I don't mean AI, I mean theys, the elites, the powerful, the money. I got any advice for y'all? Don't move to a city that was founded by one of these early millionaires. Because that's one of the problems with Asheville. It was started by one of these, back then it would have been a billionaire, but multimillionaires. They connected New York to Asheville to Florida. That was the pipeline. That was where they vacationed. That's who they hung out with. Boston, I assume, but Boston's so rebellious. I'm not sure if Boston, how messy, but Boston's so expensive. It has to be part of the game. And then, of course, I grew up in the Midwest. They kind of leave us alone in the Midwest. You just get to grow up without cops breathing down your neck and all this misogyny. You can't get away with it as much. I'm sure bad things were happening. I'm sure incest and pedophilia were happening. Makes me think of that scene in Shameless with William H. Macy. And the really smart teenage boy, the son, his kind of girlfriend or whatever, I think she gets pregnant by her father, but they never fully clearly state it. I was sort of confused. I'd have to go back and watch it. But then that same father went to go bang on the door of a pedophile and like scare the pedophile. It's like, bro, you're a pedophile and you committed incest. A lot of pedophilia is to family members. So it's also incest. And he did both, but he hated this pedophilia guy because he did, basically the logic is he didn't do it to his own kid. It's so much worse. He did it to a random kid. Excuse me? What circle of Dante's hell are you in? Because pedophilia, incest, hello, It's the justification. It's the excuses. It's the enablers. It's the pushers. It's the handlers, right? There's so much to this web of deceit that has been shoved down our throats for all of human history. Males dominating others with their bodies because for some reason they're physically stronger, no matter what it seems like. That's just, we're okay with that. What about using that strength for good? Go help the granny next door build a porch. I don't know. But like, use your strength for good. There's just such an arrogance about it. It's, don't you understand that that was given to you by whatever? Don't even get me started on trying to figure out the source. But that strength was a gift given to men to protect the world, to protect the women of the world, to protect the children of the world. And it's just completely been misused. It's been bullied now into the boardrooms, into business deals, and now into bedrooms. And it's been like this forever. This is not, it's just, we've kept it such a secret. And it starts with everybody looking at their own families. I did a video about this not too long ago. Go one generation, go same generation. I mean, you, brothers, sisters, fathers, daughters, mothers, sons. I mean, it's all over, y'all. Grandparents, aunts, uncles. Sorry, it's ugly. It's an ugly, horrible thing to talk about. But if we're going to talk about the Epstein files and the elites, we're going to also look in our backyards. You're either predatory or you're planetary. You're either a protector or you're not. Which one are you?